New trash trucks lead to layoffs in Moberly. Mediacom is changing the channel on its cable output. How to keep you getting your channels. And local businesses start to tighten their budgets thanks to increased shipping costs. KMU8 News at 9 starts now.
Live from Studio 8A, coverage you can count on in high definition. This is KOMU8 News at 9.
Police are investigating the kidnapping of a Fulton woman tonight. Good evening, I'm Brian Bondus. This comes after officers from the Callaway County Sheriff Department discovered Sarah Spencer lying face down in a ditch on the north side of County Road 210. She was taken to the hospital. Spencer's car was reported missing, but the Fulton Police Department found it at the local Walmart. Now, after looking at surveillance footage, they found that another woman, Pamela Lynn Carter, had been waiting for Spencer outside of the Walmart. Items were found in Carter's home that they say links her to the assault on Spencer. We'll keep you updated as we get more details. A dozen people with disability in Moberly are out of a job. KMU8's Katie Brennan tells us how the recent change in a trash trucks affects local nonprofit. Veolia says until they find a solution, Veolia transporting Moberly's recyclables to a plant elsewhere in the state. Moberly Public Works officials say they are working with Veolia and Sheltered Industries to come to an agreement that will best serve the community. It's less than 1 month till Election Day, and Missouri candidates are making their final statements. But for many of them, they will not be sharing the stage with their opponents for debates. KMU8's Alex Dunn joins us in this studio to tell us why we won't be seeing many candidates debating this season. Alex.
Brian, candidates for the U.S.
In your news around the state, the Missouri State Highway Patrol says a 4-year-old boy has died and an 11-year-old boy is hospitalized. This after being struck by a hit-and-run driver in Pagedale. The boys were trying to cross the street Friday evening and when they were hit by a pickup truck. Authorities are looking for the pickup truck that fled the scene. A judge has sentenced a St. Charles County Sheriff's deputy to 5 years in prison for crimes he committed while on a methamphetamine raid. The jury found 38-year-old Christopher Hunt guilty last month of felony burglary, misdemeanor assault, and property damage. Jackson County authorities have filed charges against Kansas City man accused of assaulting a city bus driver. After the bus driver ordered him off the bus, a press release from the Jackson County Prosecutor's Office said that 18-year-old Michael Kuby was charged yesterday with a felony assault with intent to commit bus hijacking. Starting at the end of this month, Mediacom customers might see a change in what channels they can watch. But the channels aren't gone. KMU8's Morgan Stevens tells us how cable users can make the most out of the digital transition.
Okay, how many total TVs do you have in your...
Mediacom will host a final open house in both Jefferson City and Columbia on October 27th, but customers can pick up the adapters whenever offices are open. Today is the start of Fire Prevention Week, and fire departments are stressing the importance of fire safety education. KMU8's Lauren Sanguinet went to Jefferson City today and is here in studio with us to tell us why this week holds high importance for the Jefferson City Fire Department.
Not only is it Fire Prevention Week,
fighting continues in Syria as another bomb hits Damascus. And local stores feel the pinch from increased shipping prices. Shipping prices are on the rise nationwide, and they're changing the way small stores do business. KMU8's Nick Brennan tells us how one local business is adapting to the trend. ArmyGear.net also sells specialized clothing for law enforcement, medics, and firefighters. In your world news tonight, 15 people were killed today when a plane crashed in Sudan. The military plane was carrying personnel and equipment near the capital. The Army says the plane's engine stopped working and the pilot tried to make an emergency landing right before the crash. Several plane crashes have occurred in Sudan over recent years. Some blame U.S. sanctions on the country, which reportedly have made it hard for airlines to get spare parts. Government forces have been fighting an insurgency in the country since rebels took arms in 2003. At least one person was killed after a car bomb went off near Damascus. Syria's state-run news agency reported that the explosion happened near the police headquarters. The bomb damaged cars and nearby buildings. Syrian state TV calls the blast a terrorist attack. Explosions in the capital have become common as the civil war escalates. Activists say more than 30,000 people have been killed since the uprising against President Bashar Assad began in 2011. Spaniards took to the streets of Madrid today to protest government budget cuts. The nation has an unemployment rate of nearly 25%. The government is hoping large reductions in spending will reduce Spain's deficit. Spain has one of the largest economies in Europe, and its financial stability affects the stability of the euro. And that's your look around the world tonight.
Anthony Sullivan here for the Edge.